I'm here with Amelia Silletti, who has been selected as Teacher of the Year by her colleagues at the Dr. Martin Luther King Public School number 11. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. So tell me, did you always want to be a teacher?
Yes, I started out as a teacher's aide in PS40 back years ago, 40 years ago. And a lot of the teachers that I worked with always encouraged me to go to school to be a teacher because I was good at my job. And so I furthered my job by going at night, raising my own children. And I finally got it done. And I was proud of myself. I graduated and I became a special ed teacher. I started out with special ed. I did special ed for over 10 years. And then I decided to move on to a bigger part of my degree. So I became not only a teacher, I have my administrative certification. I also have the special ed, a minor in psychology, and I enjoy doing my job. I like being with the kids.
So you started going for your teaching degree and never stopped?
I never stopped.
That's wonderful. What made you decide to become a teacher? So your colleagues were telling you, this, you're good at this, go back. Was there somebody that you really made a difference for you?
Yes. My aunt, which was mentally challenged and lived with me as a child growing up. And I was always impressed on how do you like get these children at a young, older age. Actually, she was an older lady. And how do you continue to get her to learn and do things? But that's what really pushed me to become a teacher, a special ed teacher, actually, because I was like helping her with my parents.
Right.
And I said, I know I can make a difference, and I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to go for what I believe. I know every child, whether you're old or middle or whatever you are, you can always learn. There's always room for learning. And every day that I am a teacher till today, I learn everything new every year. There's always something new to learn. And if you get that in your back pocket, you got it made.
Absolutely. So we're never too old to learn. We should be learning
consistently.
Exactly. Despite what challenges we may have in life. Now, at the time, you spoke about your aunt who had developmental disability delays in her ability. Did you work with her in helping her?
Yes, I did. I helped her, and she helped me too, because we helped each other. Like if there was something that she needed done, I would help her. If I needed something done, she would help me. She was good with hair. She used to I guess where she was before, because my parents took her out of a home.
Oh, okay.
They took her out of a home, and she lived with my father and I and my parents. And she used to be a beautician. So she taught me things that I could do with my own hair. And like vice versa, we would teach each other kind of. And then I used to go and help my parents. And naturally, when I got married and had kids, I moved. So she got older and she couldn't do it anymore. So then I had to put her in St. Anne's home in Jersey City.
Yes.
And then I would go visit her and take care of her and make sure that she was, everything was right, because, they have a tendency of neglecting the older. And I'm very anal about being respectful and trying to always do the right thing. So I always made sure that I was always there taking care of her, even at my age, being a parent myself.
So how do you translate that into your classroom in the person you are, obviously caring about everyone around you? How do you use that in your classroom with your students?
I always believe every child can learn if given the proper tools, and be persistent. And I know today, in our day and age, children are very hard-headed, they are set in their ways, and you have to be stronger than them and just put the rules down. Say, no, this is the way it works, and this is my house, and we're home, we're together, we're family. I'm your mother in this room for 8 hours. Whatever it is, you have to follow my rules. I have rules, and be respectful. And it works. It does work.
So obviously, they respond to your connection with them. What else would you share with the families in terms of meeting the students' needs?
I always make it a point of touching bases with parents. I'm very parent orientated. I feel that to get to the child, you have to get to the parent first. And if you can talk to the parent to make them understand, listen, I have rules. I know it's hard. Everybody has to work. People have 2 jobs to support each other. I get it. But I have rules and they need to be followed. And I would like your assistant to make sure that they follow them. And I've been very fortunate, honestly. I had like community services in my area. I worked with the Jersey City PAL. I was a committee woman for many years, Ward A. I know how to speak to parents. It's easier to speak to a parent than it is sometimes to speak to somebody that's higher up. You get nervous.
Oh,
So it's hard, but with a parent, you could kind of like find your way, and once you get to know them, to make them understand that it's not that I'm trying to be a bad guy. I want better for your child. Your child is my child as long as the child is in my room, and I want the child to be better. I want the child to work at what they can do. And they can't do it if they don't have help at home. So please help me. And I was fortunate because when I was in special ed, I created a book with my kids. Ryan, it was called. My children built a Tin Man out of iron and out of metal, out of cans.
Oh.
And we, for the for the incinerator department. So we did that. And then I did a lot of, we did a Recycling City. So I always would get the parents involved like that. I would say, can you bring in cans? Can you do this? Can you do that? I was very fortunate. My parents were excellent.
It seems, well, you have something in common with the parents, the love for their children.
Exactly.
How can anybody say no
Exactly.
to someone who loves their children
Exactly.
and wants the best?
Yep.
So thank you for that commitment. What would you tell your younger self? So now you're going to become a teacher for the first time, but you have the experience of what you know today. What do you wish you had known back then?
I actually was fortunate because I had a teacher that mentored me when I first became a teacher. And I kind of like the fact to tell the new teachers today, never give up. Always be persistent. They will try to fight you. The kids will fight you along the way, but be persistent and they'll get what you're asking them to do.
So never give up?
Never give up.
Is there something else you would like to share with the community in terms of ways to promote the career of teaching and helping students?
I would like to tell the community I like my Jersey City children, and I hope to God that every parent takes their child's education serious, because it's important, because that furthers them to become better. If you can't read, you can't write. If you can't write, you can't do math, you can't do anything in education to get a good job to support yourself. Because remember, we're all not going to be here for the rest of our lives. And now children have to learn to support themselves. And the only way to do that is through an education.
So thank you. And obviously, you're making a difference in our children's life on behalf of the thousands of children
Yes.
whose lives you've touched. Thank you so much. And it is clear why you were selected Teacher of the Year.
Thank you very much.